What it do, slackers? We back, baby. Another episode of Say Like a Champ podcast. Woo-hoo! It's your boy Strizzy in the building. To my right, co-host.
It's your boy A-Dub.
To my left, we got super producer.
Yo.
Marcus in the building, and on the phone, she's back in Texas. The lovely Myra May is on the line, y'all.
Talk to her.
Texas, y'all.
Yeah, she back. She went home.
She's 2 hours ahead now. You're a little bit further away now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I know. Y'all don't do that daylight savings time, right?
No.
Well, we don't do it. See, that's the coolest thing about Arizona.
We
don't
lose no
change.
sleep.
Yeah,
nothing.
We don't change
great.
for anybody. Everybody else just changes around us. So we don't spring forward. We don't fall back. We just stay the same. You know, Keep it 100.
Keep it consistent.
Yeah.
You know, for that, I will give Arizona some kudos because this time change is no joke.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't miss them days.
And we got enough sunlight as it is, actually, too.
For sure.
We don't need to save any of it.
No, nothing.
Even though today it was rainy, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
How was the weather in Texas today?
The weather in Texas is absolutely beautiful. We got a sunny 87 degrees right now. It's amazing.
See, I'm jealous for sure.
Yeah.
But
we're gonna back.
You know, we got
a couple
spring
months.
break. We got spring break going on down here, and you know, spring breakers come to Texas to South Padre Island.
Oh yeah.
So this is the place to be right now.
Play down in the Gulf and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
it
we
seems
have
nice. Oh yeah, we have Lake Havasu. That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. I mean, people go out there, but it's only one. I don't know. For me, it was just like, okay, I did it one time. I'm cool.
But
I'm not that type of a. All right, let's get it popping though. All right,
for sure.
Let's start with the cleanups of the week.
Get moving.
Yeah, I had just one. Klay Thompson wears Anta. I'm sorry about that. I should have known that off the top. I am a shoe type person, but yeah. So Klay Thompson wears Anta. We just had to fix that. Y'all got any cleanups or nah?
I don't remember.
I'm perfect.
I gotta go back and re-listen to the last part. I think there was something I wanted to clean up. Somebody had to go back and check that up. It was something. It wasn't this, but it was something else.
Yeah, he was especially perfect last week since you weren't there, though. We did miss you last week, super producer.
Most definitely.
We definitely were missing you. But all right, then, cool. Well, one of these days, y'all will participate with me. Myra, you don't have any either. You're perfect, too, right?
I'm never perfect. There's always room for improvement, but when it comes to this, I don't recall anything.
All right, cool. Well, this is exactly why I created this segment, because I'm the one that needs to clean this stuff up.
No, that's been cold. I did clean up too, so I'm kind of glad we got it. I'll have to go back to the last episode and check that out. I think there was something else. It wasn't just this. It was something else I got to clean up. I forgot about it.
Okay.
That's on me.
But yeah, all right. But let's jump into NBA talk. There's been a lot going on right now. A lot with the Lakers. They actually lost last night, like some bums to the Brooklyn Nets.
They needed that
How
loss
did
though.
they pull that?
I think it was just like they were
How did they
overwhelmed
pull
from the weekend. Yeah.
An L to the Nets, but you beat the Bucks and you beat the Clippers.
Right.
Like,
I think that was the
this don't
thing.
make sense.
It took a little
that
bit of a
happens
toll.
because you don't come out strong playing the Nets. Like we gonna win this game, so you don't come out as strong. And the NBA is the NBA. You there for a reason, so you good.
Yeah.
So it's gonna When you ain't playing hard, they playing hard. It's gonna happen that way. So.
But what did y'all think about the battle for LA though? Besides like last night too though. The Clippers game on Sunday.
I think it just shows to me. Like right now, I know he's 0-2 against them, but I think it shows who's the better team. LeBron played like he threw for balls like that, and Kawhi didn't seem like he was into it.
They were more intense, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't seem like he was into it. And I think I always say Paul George if he plays great, they gonna win championship. But I think big games he always kind of like step back a little bit, like James Harden a little bit. So I don't know.
No, 100%. I agree with you that when it comes to win that championship, they're gonna need more from Paul George than they need from. Kawhi for sure, because Kawhi's he's gonna
do that already.
Yeah.
Like regardless.
Just like we have the so-called like playoff LeBron, like Kawhi turns it up as well when playoff time comes around. So he's gonna do his thing. When they need a bucket, Kawhi's gonna go out and get it. But they're definitely gonna need some more from Paul George in order for them to take down the Lakers.
Yeah,
I think they played 3 times now. I think the Clippers got him twice and Lakers got him once so far.
Right, and they got him in the bigger matchups like the opener and the Christmas Day one too.
Yeah, but the thing is though, what you wanted to see though, you wanted to see the Lakers get them at least. So you don't want to go.
Now was the time.
Yeah, you don't want to go them seeing 4 Because they play him another time or
they play him another time. See, they were supposed to play him right after Kobe. No, they were supposed to play him right after Kobe. That was the whole thing, and they postponed it.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
They're gonna do it at the very end of the season.
Yeah.
So they got one more.
Yeah, so we'll see though. It should be interesting. Like you were saying on one of the posts on the Instagram, the team who's going to represent the finals of the West is definitely coming out of LA. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think the team that's going to win the finals is coming out of the West.
Definitely
is from LA
for sure, 100%.
But Myra, what did you think? Because you're more Clippers, right?
I thought it was a great. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a Clippers fan. I do love LeBron James, but I am more of a Clippers fan. I really think it was a great matchup. We're in the middle of the season. Teams are still tweaking little things, and like we said, the Clippers took them in the two bigger matchups of the three so far.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is when we talk about a 7-game series, the biggest element that's going to cause change to go either way is how deep that bench is, and we know that the Clippers bench is much deeper than the Lakers bench. So I'm calling the Clippers. If they were to go 7 games, I'm calling the Clippers.
I don't know. I'm kind of starting to lean that way too. I think the Lakers are in trouble, honestly. After watching that game, they didn't go as deep into their bench. They shortened the rotation. They shortened the minutes for Caruso and all those other guys.
I was minutes too. It's kind of crazy.
And the other thing too is the Clippers. They played Kawhi and Paul George together at the same time, and they rested them at the same time. Whereas in the playoffs, I don't think there'll ever be a time where neither of them is on the court. You know what I'm saying? At least one of them is always going to be on the court
for sure
when it comes to playoff time. So
but
I feel
the finals is different. They gonna be on the court the whole time, I think. So.
Well, that's what I'm. But they're never going to rest them both at the same time like he did against the Lakers. I think Doc was kind of figuring it out, seeing okay, I'm deeper than.
That's exactly what I was going to point out. The Clippers coaching staff has some great playoff experience. We're talking about Doc Rivers. We got Ty Lue. What's the other buddy's name? Baldhead.
I don't know.
Jason Kidd is on the Lakers.
Every other assistant coach in the league.
No, I don't know. But their third assistant.
Don't do me like that.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna clean it up next week. I promise on that one.
Right.
Hey, I'm playing with you because I don't know who it is either, so we'll figure it out.
But I'm wondering
their
too.
Coaching staff,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mar.
Their coaching staff is very experienced, and I think right now is the time to tweak your lineups and figure those things out as you head into playoffs. This is the time right now where you play on rotations, you play on chemistry between players, you figure out what best impacts your team when it comes to playoff time.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's a great point.
Is his name Cassell? Matt
Sam Cassell.
Oh,
yeah,
Sam Cassell.
Alien head. Yeah. He got the bald alien head. Yeah.
Sam was a beast too. Man.
He was though, low key. He was scary, in more ways than one.
But I'm wondering too when Joakim Noah comes to the team, say when he comes say if he plays well, I want this to take away from Trez though.
I don't know
because you want the energy, you want the rebounds,
right?
But Trez, is he gonna kind of fall back a little bit, or is
I don't think
help
so
him,
because I feel like Zubac's the one that's gonna get his minutes kind of limited. Mm-hmm. I think Trez is just gonna come into the game earlier than he normally would, and then they'll see basically between Zubac or maybe bring in Noah if they need a change to bring in after Trez comes out, like that early second quarter. I think he's basically doing it in reverse because Trez and Montrezl Harrell and Lou Williams are basically starters. They're going to get starter minutes, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's really just he's just really messing around with the starting lineup because Zubac doesn't get the same minutes. Yeah.
Right, and Trez too is he's more offensive big than anything too. Whereas Joakim Noah's going to come out, he's going
true if they need to stabilize defense, yeah.
Trez is actually a really good one-on-one player when it comes to the bigs, and I think Joakim Noah is going to come in and. More like I said, hustle boards, offensive boards, diving for balls, and
but
wearing people out.
What I mean is defensive. I think he's better than Trez on defensive.
Right.
So when he's in there, say putting a big body on AD, because to me AD was going to kind of it's a mismatch against Trez. But I think Joakim Noah is bigger. He don't care. He going to give you more.
He going to be bumping.
So I wonder how is it going to play if he comes. But he haven't played in a year, so I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be.
He's a body for sure.
Yeah.
That's another thing to talk about. If we talk about size, he's 6'8", playing the 5, and he's still beasting in there. So that's something, to consider. Very, very aggressive mindset, that motor, which gives the Clippers a click, to keep on going. So It's going to be interesting to watch. I thought it was really cool. They played against Golden State a couple nights ago. Was that last night? 2 nights ago? They left him wide open on the three. He took a step back three and knocked that down. I said, okay,
nice.
He has to develop that three-pointer right there. That's going to be interesting for contract time over the summer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's already coming that way either way. But if he can round out his game even more, that's all to the good. So,
yeah.
One more thing I wanted to say about the Clippers, too, is those other guys like Reggie Jackson and even like Shamet and all them, they're still learning how to be like more efficient in the minutes they're getting because they're used to getting more minutes where they came from.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they before the playoffs kind of get used to like, okay, if I only gonna get this many shots, like I gotta make them count. I think that's gonna make them more dynamic. Yeah. But they're still figuring it out. So that's why I'm kind of like I'm worried. But I'm also a pessimist in general. I'm kind of worried about my Lakers, though, man. I don't know. It's going to be a battle, though. I just can't wait.
If Kuzma could get you 18 a game.
And he played better defense, too.
I won't be worried.
Yeah.
You got to see how he going to come live.
He's definitely a piece.
It was a cool thing to see him do it. He crowned LeBron.
Oh, did you like that?
I loved it because I didn't know how their relation was after all that happened with his training and everything and talking noise.
Yeah.
So seeing that, he's still on the team. I thought he was going to get traded.
Right.
So I think they kind of meshed everything together. They probably cool now. So that was.
I think that's still Kuzma trying to be cool, too.
Nah, I think because he didn't have to do that. Because everybody shook their hand and he went down.
He's doing even more. He's doing extra.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you look at it real close,
LeBron
when he went down, like LeBron already knew what he was doing.
Go. Yeah, so LeBron even
so
he
kind of
tilted his head a little bit. That was I don't know, man. That's too much, dog.
I loved it. I really liked that because like. The whole Kawhi commercial was disrespectful to me. Very disrespectful.
The Terminator?
No. The new one he did where he's it's Kawhi Town. It's my town.
I didn't see this.
Yeah, it's a commercial.
New Balance commercial?
I'm trying to pull it up.
Okay.
It's the New Balance thing. He was like, it's my town. It's California. It's me, pretty much. And like
he's not even that type of guy.
I mean, but he's from LA though.
No, but the thing is, this is your.
From LA.
No, but then they showed a little crown, disrespectful, because King James is a king,
right?
So it was throwing shot. I know they was doing. You know what I'm saying? So and Kawhi like that type of person.
Yeah, that's New Balance though. That's New Balance though.
But the thing is, he still did it though. So at the same time, he could have been like, nah, I ain't me, but he still did it. So to me, it was kind of throwing a little shot. That's why I think LeBron played hard too because the commercial played that day. So they
I don't
say
even know how I didn't see
I'm gonna pull it up.
The crazy thing is too is like you got the thing that worries me too, like about the Lakers is I said this too is the Lakers' star powers to me is a lot greater than what the Clippers is, but the Clippers are a lot deeper. The thing that stinks is LeBron and AD are gonna have to play that hard to beat them for probably almost the entire game for 7 games. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's I think that's the biggest thing that worries me.
That's not sustainable.
Yeah, when they finally do meet each other, if they meet each other early on, cool. But if it's the Western Conference Finals when they meet, I think the Clippers are going to be a little bit more rested than what the Lakers are going to be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's tough, man. Like LeBron's one of those players, and sometimes you look at him. Sometimes you're just like, no, he can't do it again. But dude, like,
he's
year 17, man. Like,
but see, I don't like that stuff either. I mean, I like it. Obviously, I love it. But I was gonna ask you guys about that too, about the MVP stuff. Like, do you guys think they're giving him extra credit because it's year 17?
Yes.
Because every MVP conversation, they're like, oh, in the 17th year. But I'm like, well, not everybody's like, you got to just judge based on the stats, like as they are. You don't need to pad it more.
Agreed. And I honestly think that's kind of how they pushed him back into the MVP race. Because before they were talking about Giannis and Harden, and with Kawhi in there a little bit. But because of what LeBron's doing in year 17, they're using year 17 as a way to kind of push him back to the front, like back into the front runner spot of it. So I agree with you to that extent. Go ahead, Amira. What are you gonna say?
I think him being in year 17 is absolutely impressive with what he's doing. Like, how many other people can we talk about have been at year 17 with this type of stat line? Rolling out of bed for me sometimes is rough. My knees pop. I'm like, damn.
I almost collapsed on the way in here. What you mean?
So, I really think what he's doing is impressive. The LeBron haters in the room, just watch his stat line. We are watching greatness. So
but that's kind of what we're alluding to is like LeBron's played so well his entire career. He doesn't need the
year 17.
Yeah, he doesn't need the year 17 push portion of it. Like there are plenty of MVPs where he didn't win that he probably should have won. In all honesty, I think he should have won the year when Derrick Rose won it. You know what I mean? Like there's so many years where LeBron was the best player in the world where he should have won it when he didn't. But it's because of the voters.
Yeah, the MVP vote is like people get tired.
Exactly.
Like Giannis might not win it just because he won it last year. Like people get fatigued.
Oh, he's gonna win.
And people like a narrative. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
So I'm gonna show the commercial right quick so y'all can see it.
Definitely.
Okay.
The disrespect.
We're gonna add it to the. We'll add it to the broadcast. This is Kawhi. This is his ride.
To the crown.
Oh, okay. They're actually all right, you know.
Kawhi sound.
The Claw. I love Kawhi though.
Me too.
His city.
This is his city.
Old school.
That's pretty cool, but
So that's
just New Balance trying to like stir things up though.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm cool with it too. I just think that's what when it came out. I think LeBron seen it and was like, okay, you the king now, and that's a whole thing. You know, they seen it because that's a whole crown thing came from.
Right.
So you know they probably watched it in the locker room and they probably did it. And he's like, oh, we're gonna do it again when we got there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
if we win.
Yeah, and the whole thing with Kawhi, he's not that type of person. He's not gonna go back and forth with you either.
Right. Yeah,
So-
he's chill. He's cool.
And
He's not interested.
Can I do this real quick? Because last week I wasn't here and you guys was talking about some things.
This could be a cleanup.
So,
said some things.
so I was gonna. It was the first one. I think it was about the Astros. You guys could talk about the Astros, okay?
I want to move on.
I almost posted something. I was posting something earlier today. I was weak, but I'll let them leave it alone for my boy.
And the other thing was you talking about Giannis. How you guys was like, no, Giannis not that type of person. Yes, he was. Giannis know what he was doing. He said it twice.
Oh,
he was throwing.
I thought he was
shots.
trying to be halfway funny.
No. No. I think Charles Barkley kind of initiated the first time.
Right.
Was
and he
kind
tried
of
to
push it, so he went with it.
Yeah.
But for him to come out and say, yeah, we come out of the timeout, we was gonna go James Harden. You throwing shots at James Harden, like you know what I'm saying? So he could shout, no, I'm not like that type of player. But yes, you were. You know what you was doing. Don't try to hide back now.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
I don't think he's controversial. That's why now he's not. He's left alone.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't said anything yet. You know what I'm saying? After Harden say anything. But
you think Harden was justified, like going back at him?
Yeah,
like
you have to. That's a must. You know what I'm saying?
Do you agree with what he said though? No talent.
Yeah. No. I wouldn't say. He said skills.
Oh, I thought he said he took no talent.
No, he said skill.
No skill.
He's not a skilled player. Yeah. And to me, at the same time, you do have a little skill. You have talent, raw talent. You're doing well. But at the same time, without him going and penetrating a lot, he don't how he gonna score.
Right.
See, James Harden can do it either way. He go inside, outside. You know what I'm saying?
James Harden's underrated for sure.
Yeah, but I don't think Giannis can do that. So
no, I agree. I'm just saying, like, I just thought it's like, you know, there's plenty of people 7 feet tall walking around on Earth, and they can't all get, you know, $100 million contracts like Giannis. I'm just saying it takes some type of, you got to have something.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that, I guess.
I mean, come on.
I disagree with that for a couple of reasons. Like, he's big. That's what he's supposed to do. Like, we can say the same thing about Shaq. Like, Shaq was out there super dribbling, shooting threes and stuff like that too.
But
so
Shaq is a center though. That's a difference.
Yeah, but but when they play small, he gonna play power forward too. So I look at it like the first part at the when they did the draft, when he said something about he wants someone who's going to pass to him, I think that wasn't fun. Yeah. But I definitely think when he said that
he was trying to go at him with
the second one when he was like
whoever he's guarding,
whoever he's guarding, that's what we're going to go with. So I definitely think you're right on that one. Like he was like kind of throw some shade, but the first part I think that was kind of been fun. But then when James came back, he was like, oh no, I'm not gonna press after that. He kind of like backed up a little bit.
You know, I just think that's like a competitor mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can be cool, but at the same time, I'm gonna talk trash to you. Like,
but say it though. I would respect it if you said it though. Don't try like, I don't know what he's talking about. I wasn't doing that. You backing away. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna say we compare, I said it. Then I can respect that more, and it makes it even better. You know what I'm saying? Because James Harden came at you saying like what all he had to say, but then you didn't say anything else no more. Like you just kind of
right.
Man, so to me, just go with it then. Give you more power. Be like that,
you know what I'm saying?
So to me, that would have been better. But like you said, at the end of the day, he's not the type of guy who's gonna go back and forth though. That's not.
Yeah, you're right. He's not confrontational. He's a fun loving dude. Like I mean, shout out to my boy Terrence Purcell. Like we grew up hooping against each other, and when it came to like the whole like captain's first pick type stuff, it was me and him. It was me then him, or him than me always. And you would like as close as we are as boys, like you would like some of the fights we would get in the court, like you would think we hate each other sometimes. Yeah. And then as soon as the game ended, it was like we hug it out. You know what I'm saying? Like like you ain't gonna keep pressing me like that. Like you know what I'm saying? I ain't no punk with that type of stuff. So I see what Marcus is saying because like there's some times where people thought that like we weren't friends. Like we about to fight. These about to fight.
Right.
And like it was never that. It was just
and that's how I was
competitive nature takes over.
That's how I was brought up. Like when we play football, sports, basketball. we're gonna pretty much disrespect you. Like, we're not helping you. When I see people helping,
right.
I hate that because we was always telling them to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just do your thing, talk to ours, don't help them up, kind of nudge them a little bit, but don't be like too much. But don't be to me, like now they friends and everything hugging like that. Nah,
it's a different mentality.
Yeah, pick your team up, let them pick their team up.
Yeah. All right then. Okay, cool. So, one other trash talk thing, I guess we can segue into that. This also includes Barkley. I got to talk to y'all about the whole.
Yeah, I love it.
Loved it. Loved it.
Okay, so Draymond basically saying he's going to take Barkley's job. First of all, that just doesn't make any sense. Like, Draymond's not eloquent. Like, he doesn't like, he doesn't communicate well, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
He made for radio.
Yeah, like, I'm like, yo, like, and even as country as Charles is, like, Charles, you could tell, like, his NBA knowledge comes through. He knows about the game.
And his personality. We love Chuck.
Yeah, absolutely. That's been my dog.
But
since,
some people don't. Some people don't like him though in the NBA.
NBA.
Some people really don't like Charles Barkley. Like my boy Perk, he hated Charles Barkley.
I know.
So it's some players that really don't like him. But Charles Barkley, at the end of the day, he did like an interview somewhere. He was saying like, that's pretty much who I am. It's like a wrestler.
Anybody can get that.
That's my character. So if I don't do that, I'm nothing pretty much.
Right.
So he has to kind of like pick the little.
And the thing to me is, you got to be fair. Like, I'm gonna be that way to everybody.
It's like
he's got to keep it 100 with everybody. He can't be like, just because I like you, he can like you or not. He's still gonna tell his truth.
Yeah. And it kind of hurt Draymond because Draymond knows the truth at the same time too.
Absolutely.
So it's like
truth.
I just don't like if Draymond. But if Draymond, if you're gonna go at him like that, at least have something better planned instead of just keep saying, "I'm gonna take your job. I'm gonna take your job."
It ain't happening
for sure.
People watch the post game interview and stuff because Charles Barkley is the main reason.
Right.
So anybody else after the game, we turn somewhere else.
Right.
But we gonna see what they gonna say after the game in between. So
that
he's not gonna do that, dude. That's too much history there.
Myra, what did you think about this whole deal?
I think it's absolutely hilarious. I personally do not like Draymond Green. I've said that on this show before.
Yeah.
With him and all the extra antics, like I really wish somebody would beat his ass one good time and just check him real quick.
One solid two piece.
The way she said that, that's Texas. Like I was like, beat it. That's all. I love that, dude. That's all this about Texas.
Authentic.
That's how we talk, man. Like that's gonna knock you out, dude. That's dope.
Yeah, and y'all saw it.
Just give him a quick 1-2 piece. Like, it's going to come a point in time where he's going to talk to the wrong person. Like,
true.
I just can't wait. I just can't wait for somebody just to let him have it.
Chris Charles is retired, so he can't do it.
He'll give him the 2 piece.
Yeah, he would.
My biggest thing is this. Draymond is in a system that has made him successful. But if you put him in any other system, Draymond, you're a bench player, boo-boo. Like, you need to sit at the end and, like,
it's got him feeling bigger than he...
come up with it, call your number.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not for Draymond. The beef between him and Charles Barkley is absolutely hilarious. Going back and forth, I say Charles Barkley won the trash talk. Like,
100%.
So his response was like, he's like a member of a boy band, and he thinks that everybody's cheering for him, but you're standing next to Justin Timberlake.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, that's a perfect way to
that's
describe it.
Draymond shouldn't come back with nothing else after that.
Say he has a face for radio. Like,
that's funny too.
Dang, man.
Looking like Donkey from Shrek for
hilarious.
real.
I know.
So funny.
His only thing was he came out talking about Chuck not having a ring. I was like,
but how did it all start though? Did Draymond start it?
Well, no, Draymond just went at him more aggressive because like Charles was saying like he keeps getting triple singles.
Yeah,
triple singles.
Yeah, like instead of a triple double, he's like, oh, Draymond got another triple single tonight, like because he's not getting
because he's not playing with Steph and Clay,
and he's not getting points or rebounds. Like he's so he's like, oh, another triple single.
And that's crazy how I said that before. I think we all
talked about it.
We all knew that before, but it's really showing now. Like they're not playing. He don't play like well.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
So I'll put it on the wax too. So when Giannis come to Golden State next year, are they gonna keep Draymond or he's gone?
If they can find a place for him, they'll trade him.
Maybe that's why he was saying he'll take Chuck's job real soon, sooner than you think, because he's going to be out of a job himself. I don't know, man. I really don't know. But I think if Giannis goes there, for sure they don't need Draymond anymore.
So you keep Wiggins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's younger, too. Nice. And he's just like, Wiggins at this point in his career, he's been humbled all the way. People just doubt him. He's like, Because the thing is, people do kind of hate on him. He's been scoring 20 since he came into the league.
Pretty
like
much.
he's always been doing his thing, but
he
just
buckets.
because he wasn't what we wanted him to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I still want.
He's got more hunger.
I still wonder how it would have been with him and LeBron when LeBron came back. Even though I wanted Kevin Love to come, I like that pickup.
Right.
I just wonder if he would have been.
He just didn't have time to wait.
Yeah.
He was like, I can't wait on it.
You think they would have won championship with Wiggins and Kyrie and LeBron? No.
They barely won one with those.
I
don't know.
They went that many times.
Yeah,
though,
that's true. I don't know. It's different though.
Yeah.
But what else are we talking about though? Duncan Robinson for the Heat have been setting 3 records.
Yeah,
that's
man.
pretty legit. That's pretty cool.
He's yeah, it's his second year, but it's like his official like first year in the NBA.
Rookie year,
last year he was in the G League the entire year, so he didn't really play in the NBA at all.
That's like the third person that he had that's come out of nowhere though. Like
That
what's the guy?
And Kendrick Nunn too.
Kendrick Nunn and the dude who made the All-Star team. Like
Bam Adebayo.
yeah, so we didn't know nothing about those guys this year.
Well,
like
Bam was from Kentucky. We knew about him.
Yeah,
but not like an All-Star though.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
that's because so here's my beef last year with my team. Oh my god, it killed me like the whole season. So we had Whiteside too. So we were splitting minutes like down the middle between Bam and Whiteside, whereas like Bam like per minute was outplaying Whiteside like crazy. Like per minute per game. Like he was
how
killing
tall
him.
is he?
He's not that tall, man.
So-
6'10", 6'10",
so
something
he's-
like that. Yeah, he's
6'9".
not that tall.
So he's like a Trez then, pretty much.
Yeah, he's like a Trez. Yeah. But they're starting. They want him to start adding a 3-point shot to his game. He hit one last night. I think he's like 4 for 35 in the season, but they've all been just kind of like last second shot clocks running down type shots or whatever. But he wants to add that to his game. But man, he locked Giannis up. Like for the game, he held Giannis to 13 points. Like there's not a lot of players holding Giannis 13 points. And he's playing well, man. He's balling. Hero's still out. He hasn't come back yet from the ankle injury. So like I'm just waiting for us to get fully healthy before the playoffs come around because I want the chemistry to come back.
The East is going to be wide open. I think. The East is
I think it is too.
crazy.
I think it is too. It's nuts. 76 are they're 2 of their
Look at
bigs
this.
are out.
They're at the Dallas Mavericks game handing out sanitizer to all the fans as
sure.
they come in.
Hand out some toilet paper.
That's
too.
another thing we need to talk about too.
For sure.
Let's talk about that now.
Okay, yeah. So Myra, what do you think about this whole Golden State's going to play with no fans in the stands? What do you think about that?
I think that is trash. I really, oh my gosh, we're going to get on this whole subject. I really think people and this whole coronavirus is way over the top. Like, symptoms are similar to a cold. It's tested like the flu. Like, I really think this whole pandemic is like over the top. If you pick up a can of Lysol and you read the back of it, it says it eliminates the coronavirus. Like, this is not brand new. Like, I just think it's way over the top. It's just so comical how every time there's an election year, there's some type of like big outbreak where they try to like scare people.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe me, go back and read. SARS happened the last election. The previous one was something else. I mean,
you're the fat queen. We believe you.
I think it's crazy. I kind of feel it's a political agenda, but that's just me and my whole conspiracy theory type mindset.
Right.
But I think Golden State playing with no fans in the stands, like, this is kind of what I felt like. Like, when you're hooping with your boys and you, like, take a wide open shot and you miss it, so you pretend to pull a hamstring, like,
right.
I kind of feel like that's Golden State right now. Like, y'all missed the playoffs. We're going to be the first ones to say we're not going to have fans in the stands. But weren't y'all, like, in the playoffs the last 6 years? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not feeling it.
Well, we got to be fair, though. It's not totally on Golden State. I mean, they've agreed to do it, but also, like, the city of San Francisco, they basically said they're banning, like, any organizations or, like, any gatherings with more than 1,000 people. So I guess that's part of what pushed them to do it.
I think San Francisco has a lot more to worry about
than the coronavirus.
Gatherings of over 1,000. Gatherings of over 1,000 people.
No, I feel you.
San Francisco,
I mean, yeah, it's strange. I think that for me, more troubling than the coronavirus is just the reaction to it, honestly. But I mean, we can definitely have like a separate whole different Slack docu-series outside the lines type thing about that type of stuff for sure. But just as far as the game itself, it is going to be weird. Like, I want to watch the broadcast just to see like what it's going to look like.
Televise it?
It's going to be
quiet.
Yeah,
it's televised.
Televised. Yeah.
It's like, are they going to still be playing like music in between and stuff? It's going to be weird.
And the players are going to be like doing like this, like.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Are they going to get hype?
No, I'm saying they're going to do it to be funny though. I can see Kyrie, I can see Steph Curry being like, let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But that'd be
Well,
cool if
Neymar
they
already
let
did
like
it.
a couple hundred people in or something, like their friends and family to watch at least.
For
like,
sure. They said
you
under
know,
1,000.
I don't know.
I was saying Neymar was already doing it
like
the game
the
they played today. He was like
NCAA.
clapping and stuff
That's fine.
to the fans, but nobody was actually out there.
Not trying to go. So did you guys see that? I ain't reading too much into it though. But they had like a thing on Instagram where they did a statue in the stands.
Oh yeah.
Vichanicia or something like that. It's like a super fan. He was so much a bigger fan. They made a statue of him.
Oh, really? In his seat?
And he's in his seat, like he's in there.
That's gangster.
Like, but
that's what sports is all about. That's what I'm talking about.
But
like,
go ahead.
That's what
I'm
love.
gonna try to find. I know Alex. Somebody know who the team is. I didn't know what team.
Got you in soccer though.
Yeah, soccer.
Soccer. Yeah.
That's dope. See, that's what I love about sports, man. Like, and that's why I want to do like a whole exploratory thing on like super fans, because there's so many fans like that. Like, you know, there's like certain fans, like this fan for the Cleveland Indians, like he has his own drum and they like made this little notch in the wall where he can put his drum and stuff and keep it for him and all this stuff. So I'm like, that's so tight, because it's like, that's really recognizing like you're a part of the team and you're a part of this culture too. So I love that, man. Like when they rep for the fans. Oh, Valencia, yeah.
So is that a soccer team, right?
That's like
Yeah,
it's
soccer
like
team.
old boy from the
Serie A.
Raptors, the dude with the turban.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Naveed, super fan.
He's on here too.
He's dope.
Yeah, he's the first one that popped up when I hit super fan.
Oh, there you go. See,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yep.
And so like, and also I got a shout out to Marlins, man. I don't know his real name, but he you'll see him at like all the baseball World Series, all the big playoff games, all the opening day. He wears his orange Marlins. He doesn't go to Marlins games anymore. He's like protesting.
Really?
But he'll be at every big baseball game. Basically, you'll see him right behind home plate with all of his bright orange Marlins. So I'm like, those are the type of people like I would love to meet them and have them on our show too to talk about their experiences.
I think the first super fan we should have on our show is Spike Lee.
Absolutely.
Spike Lee, that would be dope.
dope.
Yeah, that's a big time super fan.
You think next year he's gonna go? Or you think he's gonna stop next year?
I don't
too?
know, man. Maybe he'll just go to away games or something.
Did you guys like hear like how it all happened? Was it just an entry? Like he got to go?
Yeah, he went to the different door,
Through
and
the
then they
employee
basically
door.
said you have to go out and go in through a different door. But his ticket was already scanned, so he's like, "How do I know I'm gonna be able to get back in?"
So that was the whole little thing. Like it was an entry.
Yeah.
So it ain't like where he sits at, how he gets in the game. It just
where
the
he
wrong
went in,
side.
yeah.
Oh,
But he
okay.
goes into that entrance apparently for all.
Since the last like 30 years, you were saying.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
But I don't know. Also, there's other super like, dude. There was Mr. Orange was out here in Arizona. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. He was Mr. Orange. He would go to all the Suns games, but he disappeared. Like I don't know if he's not a Suns fan anymore. He just got tired of it or whatever. But he would wear like all orange
He's
jumpsuit
not
or
a
whatever.
Suns fan.
Yep.
And the other
Yeah.
guy too for the Trailblazers.
The tickets went up though this year, man. The tickets went up.
The dude with
I'm pissed.
the super he has a tan for the Trailblazers. Remember that one year that Barkley seen them?
Oh
And
yeah,
they had him on the show and everything.
that type of stuff is so cool to me, honestly.
So do
That's just
every team have a
next
super
level.
fan?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, pretty much. Like, then that's what I want to do the stories about, because these people you never heard of, but like the Diamondbacks, they have this lady that she has flags. Like she waves these flags, and she's like up at the top, and she'll have like 6, 7, 8 flags. I don't know if she's still there, but she was there last time I was at a game last year. So I think every team has like a super fan. Like
Okay.
Cowboy Darryl was the Cowboy super fan. You remember him?
He
If you
has
look at
another
all
one.
the Super Bowls from the '90s, he's there. They'll show him in his Cowboys gear on the sideline.
And
Like,
the other lady is an older
Oh,
black
yeah.
lady. They love her. Like
yeah,
they
they will
come
always go
out, they
talk to
hug
her.
yeah,
Exactly. So I think
really
every team has a super fan, man. I would love to just get like, you know, get in like a little Lexus SUV and just drive all across the country, talk to everybody.
Shout out to Lexus.
Yeah, that's
Sponsorship.
all. Just a
No,
little
sir.
hint. You know what I'm saying?
Plug
Just
right
give me the
there.
whip. I'll drive it everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to put this on Instagram.
We'll
Lexus.
vlog the
All
whole
right.
thing.
Okay, but yeah, I just love it though. But so it is weird though, having no fans in the stands. It will be kind of interesting to see how that goes, because it's like you gotta play for something.
Yeah, you got to. And like LeBron said,
You know, I
I
don't
ain't
know if
playing.
you all.
Oh, he kind
I
of
don't know if you all
renacted that a
saw-
little bit though. You see that?
Hold on, Myra. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say,
I
Myra?
don't know if you all saw the NCAA also said that they're not going to play the tournament with fans in the stands.
Oh, yeah, for
only
men and women,
friends
yep.
Is that for
and
sure? Or they just
For
putting it
men
out there?
and
No,
women.
that's for sure. I think that's for sure.
That's so
They
much
said for
money.
sure.
That's so much
Championship.
revenue down the drain, and so many
Absolutely.
experiences.
But like we were saying before off
Absolutely.
air,
And
it's
then
like
even-
Yeah.
no. Go ahead.
And even for like the cities where they host the tournaments at, like
Right.
cities host those tournaments to
Those hotels.
To improve their economy. Like it boosts the hotels, it boosts the restaurants, so on and so forth. So that's this whole epidemic is
For
going to be
sure.
a little interesting on how many levels it impacts.
Yeah, it's
I'm
canceling.
Like, low key, wash your hands. If you don't feel good, stay home.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's about all we got to do.
You know what I'm saying? Like you was coughing to your elbow. Like, I don't know.
You
it's
got
crazy.
the hand sanitizer right there on deck.
On deck. I got to find some way to get some toilet paper, though, and I need to re-up. It's sold out, fam.
What is that?
Oh, no.
You know what? You know, with people buying all this soap off the shelves, I'm like, what have y'all been doing the last X amount of years of your life? Like, I mean, you're not washing your hands? Like, what is going on?
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, did you not, you bought all the toilet paper. Were you not wiping yourself before the coronavirus? Like, what? I don't get it, you know? And it's just like, now it's creating even more shortages.
Did y'all see my story? Did y'all see my story today? I was like, we'll trade toilet paper and half a can of Lysol for a 68 Camaro.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, crazy, I just seen that, actually.
That is so funny, though. All right, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see if this outbreak continues to impact things, but it is kind of wild so far.
They really want to help us out. Let's cancel work. I don't. Coronavirus out here stopping everything but work. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
Hey, that's exactly what I said. Like, Italy canceled everybody's mortgage. I'm like, I could sure as hell go 1 month without paying my mortgage.
That's wild.
Like,
do you see that?
That's
money
crazy,
in the bank.
Man. That's crazy. But I guess if they're not letting people go to work.
That's what it was, yeah.
Wow. All right.
And shout out to Mara. We seen your new whip. It's pretty clean there, girl.
Yeah.
You don't get no ticket, okay?
Slack got to stay fresh.
She was like, no promises on the ticket.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Let me tell you, so I got it on Saturday, right? And this little one only runs on premium. And I'm like, I'm going to be real good, right? Man, I went through that first tank of gas by Tuesday.
Oh,
oh, I believe it.
Leadfoot out there. Mario Andretti on the road.
What have I been doing? So thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate that.
For
All
sure.
right, let's segue a little bit into from basketball, getting into a little bit NFL talk.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going around with that, too.
Yeah, so Dak, I mean, they talked about the $33 million with the $105 million guaranteed that basically was offered in September that he turned down.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the last time they kind of talked. Now there's supposed to be a new offer that's going to be even better and bigger. But apparently he's looking for $40 million. I don't know. I just kind of want to get your thoughts on it, guys, a little bit. I mean, and we've talked a lot about the Dak contract, but maybe not the $40 million specifically. Y'all think he's worth it? Or
No. Here's my thing. So do I think Dak deserves more than the 33? I do. Because what the other players who got that money, say the Wentzes of the world who got the $35 million or whatever, Dak has done basically everything that he's done and honestly more. You know what I mean? Like, Wentz has never won a playoff game. He just played his first playoff game barely this past season and didn't even make it to the whole game.
Right.
You know what I mean? Dak just literally had the best statistical season that he had this year. Kind of stinks a little bit that it didn't necessarily amount to wins, but honestly, I blame that more on coaching, not necessarily Dak.
And the whole team. He was the team MVP.
For sure.
As voted by the team. So.
Exactly, 100%. So I would like to see, I think the $105 million guaranteed I think is legit, but I think I'd like to see him at a little bit more like the $35, $36 million range. $40 million is a little steep for me, honestly. Right. If we're talking about just accomplishments and accolades, I don't think he's reached the $40 million platform yet. You know what I mean?
It's steep, but
save that for, in my opinion, the Mahomes of the world.
But see, Mahomes is about to get like 45, 48.
Yeah.
So that's my thing is, like he's gonna get crazy because the thing is, it keeps going up too, and the cap is gonna go up too. So I just feel like for me,
Monday,
I don't know if okay.
So
they also the deadline to franchise tag players was Thursday, but they moved it back so that way it could be after this because basically with this CBA they could lose one of the franchise tags and only have one instead of two, the transition tag and the franchise tag.
Yeah.
But anyways, for me, I don't know if Dak necessarily the $40 million. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you like adjust it and kind of prorate it to like the current times, like it's almost basically going to be going rate.
Right.
And I feel like you got to break the bank. Like as a player, you got to get as much as you can. You're just setting the standard for the next people too. So you should. I feel like he shouldn't necessarily take a discount. He should get as much as he can from the Cowboys at this time.
Yeah, I think he should go ahead and take.
So you think it's justified?
I don't know if it's justified. I mean, I kind of think it is in a way because if you're like Jerry Jones, you're basically just saying I'm paying the going rate for a franchise quarterback. And if Dak hasn't shown you that he's a franchise quarterback in these 4 years, then just go ahead and let him walk. But I don't think that they're ready to do that.
No.
So you
not with the
so
team
you
they got right
pay
now.
him.
I agree. They need to pay him, and I think Jerry Jones is gonna pay him. But like they can't let him walk. Not with the team that they have right now. This would basically
But
be like
they might
starting
just
over.
franchise tag him and then pay him.
No, what they said they're gonna do? They said he'll get to maybe like the 35, 36, and what's gonna happen? They'll reconstruct his contract later on. Like they'll see how he's playing.
So then after 3 or 4 years,
yeah. So if he playing like he's playing, then he deserves it. But if he's not, they'll kind of go back and then they'll do that to it because that's.
Well, they
that's
can
pretty
mess
much
around with that all they want, and that's the
Yeah.
thing. And with signing bonuses too, where you can make it where you pay him $40 million this year and he doesn't even hit, but like $1 million against the cap or whatever. They can do all that. So if I'm Dak, I'm like, y'all figure it out and y'all come see me. That's how I'd be because I feel like he's in a position of power right now.
100%.
He played for the Cowboys too, so
They gonna pay him. I don't know. They might
I
franchise
agree.
him though. Shefty was saying they might pay him, tag him.
Yeah.
I agree he's in position for negotiations, but at the same time, bro, $35 million with $105 million guaranteed. Like, come on now, you get to play sports for a living. Like, you're out there having fun, bro. Like, you're not a neurosurgeon saving people's lives. Like,
No,
I get it. I get it on the whole contracts and negotiations and look out for yourself and pad your pockets. Like, I get that. But at the same time, like, man, $35 million? Like, let me hold $1 million real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I agree with what you're saying for sure, but I also think that speaks to like the confidence. Dak turned that down. And he's coming from like a 4th round pick, and he's made, he was making like $600,000 his first couple of years. I think he made like 1.2 last year. So it's like for him to turn that down, he's made more in endorsements than his salary, and he still turned that down. That's confidence, and I think more power to him for betting on himself.
I love that too. I love when people bet on themselves, especially because the 4th round
He's like,
pick.
I'm going up. Yeah. And Myra, one other thing too, though, like with what you do though. If that was the going rate and you were like at the top of your craft and you were grinding at the best, like, in whatever position it is that you see yourself ultimately in, and you were like young and on the come up and you had more room to grow, wouldn't you want to hit him on the head as much as possible? Or would you just be like, I'm good with less? Like, no.
No. I understand. And even from an agent perspective, like, we're going to milk this contract for what it's worth. And that's where you do statistical comparisons of other athletes. You look at their numbers, you look at their production, and that's what you put on the table. Like, you either meet me here or we're going to look somewhere else. So really, he is in position of power. I agree with that point. But at the same time, I guess us peasants over here, $35 million is not a bad deal.
No, it's not. No, especially coming from where he came from, for
What
sure.
What pick does Dallas have again? 16?
The 15.
15, something like that?
I think it's 15
Something like that.
Something like that. Because I was just thinking right now, because like we heard that they're definitely gonna re-sign Amari as well. Whether that's
they're aiming to,
whether that's franchising him or giving him the deal.
Shout out to Amari Cooper.
But here's my thing with that though. Like, would y'all let him go? You know what I mean? Like
Cooper?
Yeah, I mean,
if you're asking me,
this is deep. Like this year's draft with receivers is deep.
But it ain't like I said before. People are like, why you got your 1st round pick for him? They ain't no receiver that came in that year was gonna be better than Cooper.
I agree with that. But me, I don't know. I feel like it depends. I would love to have Cooper back. Obviously, it was weird how he was so injured last year and kind of like not playing sometimes and playing sometimes. But if you had to ask me between Cooper or Byron Jones, who's more valuable right now, I'd rather have Byron Jones back. Honestly,
Yeah, definitely.
I agree.
But not with that contract
on the
trying
rise.
to get though.
Yeah,
that's a different story. He trying to get broke off.
Right. And he's
I
going to. I think he's going to break the bank.
Yeah, somebody gonna pay him. He gonna end up going like somewhere like Kansas City or somewhere. Watch somewhere in the AFC. I bet you. Watch.
Yeah.
Because I don't think nobody else in the NFC can really give him that.
Give him what he's looking for.
Yeah, but I think he gonna get it. I don't
Kansas
think
City
the Cowboys gonna give it to him, huh?
Can KC afford it?
Yeah. Kansas City had the lowest.
This last year, you're right.
Last
you're
year
right.
they had the lowest roster, lowest salary in all of football, and they won the Super Bowl.
And they get him. They're gonna be much better.
So they're gonna figure that out too. They got more room to grow. But also, okay, so a couple of the things I don't know, it's noteworthy or not. Eckler did sign a 4-year deal with the Chargers. Looks like they're going with him.
Move on.
Bills signed Josh Norman. Like it or love it.
No, move on.
I think he's gonna do well for them. Actually,
I think he is too. But
White gonna take away from him though.
But that's fine though. That's what I'm saying. He can just do his own little thing.
But I'm saying he's not gonna be Josh Norman though. Like we know him as.
We don't need to though. Like look at how Terrence Newman. Remember when he went to Minnesota? He played like an extra 4 or 5 years. That's what's gonna happen with Josh Norman.
But that's two different players though. Josh Norman was was like one of the best people. Like he talk a lot of noise. He got commercials. He had no commercial. You know what I'm saying? But they only signed for 1 year too, so they're not gonna give him like a contract.
But I think though, if he does the right thing, he could. Like at this point, if he's looking at it like I'm trying to get more checks, I'm trying to extend my years in the league, he'll go up there, be quiet, and play lockdown defense. They have a good defense.
No, they got a great defense.
I like it. I
like it, and then I'm on the fence though. And the reason why is because like his best year was with the Panthers under Rivera's scheme, and he's leaving Rivera's scheme. Right. So you know what I mean. So that's why I'm like I love it because he's going to a really good defense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And on top of that too, now it's one of those things where like if he can be a lockdown receiver there and White's on the opposite side of him, like that's nasty.
But he's not going to be a lockdown. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying.
I really don't care. Like he falling off a little bit. Like he fell off.
If he was that guy, like he still was that guy, he'll got more money in more than 1 year. So we know he's going to be okay.
I think it's a good place for him though.
Yeah, I think it is because there's no pressure on him.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I gotta ask though, how come you don't like the Eckler deal?
It's not important to me. Like,
okay, got you.
It's not like he's not gonna be like a leading rusher or anything. He cool for that system.
I think Strizzy likes it more for what it indicates about Melvin, right?
For
Is
sure.
that why it's more interesting to you?
For sure.
So explain that though.
They were a better team with Eckler starting it than Melvin Gordon was.
So you saying since he got a contract, Melvin Gordon's leaving?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He's saying like
the Chargers are they're one of the cheapest organizations in the NFL.
But they're not
gonna pay.
Yeah, they're gonna keep too.
They're gonna be trash though next year.
Well, yeah, I mean they don't have a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback. Like, their defense will be healthy. I'm cool with their defense because their defense is nice. When they're healthy, they're nasty.
They don't mean that though. You gotta score points.
No, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. Like they're not gonna do that. But I think they're better off with Eckler than they are with Melvin Gordon.
Oh, I thought so too. But I'm just saying that he got 4 years. Like okay.
And they got him for it worked out for both of them too. So Eckler isn't. He's not gonna get the Gurley money or the Zeke type money. Right. So it works for both sides. Like to Eckler, that's a lot of money. Like to him, he's like, hell yeah, like give me my pen for y'all change your minds.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And for the Chargers, they sign a really good running back that benefits their system, and they still have more money to go out and spend and get, other players, other things, right? For sure. So I think that's why it's a good thing for like everybody all around, and I'm curious to see where Melvin Gordon's going to go because they're not going to keep both.
Somebody said Seattle. I got to see who that was. That would be dope.
Oh, that would be
nice.
Whoever commented that one, we'll shout you out for sure.
What about San Fran?
That'd be cool, but they already got it. They already got what they need.
Not really.
They got plenty. They got.
I'm saying you get rid of those because he's better than all those running backs, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, so hey,
kind of. I don't know. But he's not the same. I don't know. I think they're.
I would if I had a chance to get Murray Gordon or what's his name, Mostert or whatever.
Yeah.
Bye. You got a cool playoff game. Bye. You know what I'm saying? So peace out. I don't know, man. It's still early with all this stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I love the offseason though, man. I love seeing.
Jason Mack, my boy J Mack.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Shout out Nike fam 364. He said Melvin Gordon, Seattle. That'd be dope.
That would be crazy.
That would be nice.
My pops just texted me too right now. He said Byron Jones expected to receive between 16 and 18 million a year. Yeah. Would be a record for a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's receiver money.
Yeah, for a corner.
DB.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And my dad said though he added not bad for somebody with only 2 career interceptions.
But like somebody said today,
Pops always got a comment.
Somebody else said the same thing. But the reason why, like look at football, anybody interceptions. He might throw to his side though. You know what I'm saying? At the same time.
That's how Darrell Revis was.
Yeah, it's hard to
create.
So we could talk about the interceptions, but that's not a big deal because they're not getting thrown to him all the time.
I know.
So he's a lockdown cornerback. So
some corners you want you get because they create havoc, but other
that's
ones,
why you get off of that money because look at the tape. That's why he's getting that money.
Shut down that whole side of the field.
Exactly.
So it's nice.
That's all Revis Island was. Same thing. He wasn't always leading the league in interceptions, but you just couldn't throw it his direction.
Like Deion, the best quarterback will ever be.
Yeah,
they don't throw them outside.
Yeah,
right.
That's
the thing. So.
But he would still be getting picks. You see him coming down the sideline somehow.
Coming somewhere.
He's coming from somewhere.
Seriously.
All right. Trent Williams is seeking a trade. Yeah, for sure. But that's one other thing I wanted. Trent Williams, like you guys think about it? Yeah. He didn't play all last year, and now he's trying to get a trade out of the Redskins.
Didn't he have like a brain something like that?
Well, before the year before that he did, and then basically he like lost trust with the doctors at the Redskins. So now he's trying to reach for a trade. I just think it's so interesting. Like I don't know. I think he's fine. I think he's fine to play, but he just didn't want to come back and play for them.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. That's just one other thing that's going on that's kind of interesting to me. Just because, like,
but that's even interesting in itself because they got a new coaching staff. Like,
yeah, that's true. So can you? Yeah, are you starting a new? Yeah, starting new relationships. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes though, it's good for players to just start fresh, like just somewhere else. Period.
Yeah,
you know
because
it's
still the same ownership too. Because
Dan Snyder's
is crazy.
Dan Snyder's the worst.
Yeah,
and last, like Dick on the Redskins, do they draft Tua? Would you do that?
No,
because it's out there saying that they can. They
might go for Tua.
That's what they're saying.
So I'm like, they say go with Haskins because he have a shot to improve himself. Because the same thing happened with
Josh Allen.
No, not Josh Allen.
Rosen. I'm sorry.
Rosen. Same thing happened with him. He didn't have really a shot to show height, but they still drafted Kyler Murray. So do you do that? And then look how Kyler Murray played.
Here's my thing though with that, because I hear what you're saying. I kind of agree with you, because sometimes when one doesn't work out, you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like we might have to look elsewhere.
Because I was against the Rosen. I said keep Rosen. You can't trust Kyler Murray, but Kyler Murray came in and ball.
I know, and now Rosen might get bounced out.
That's Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it's sad because he still got talent too. So I would feel bad for Haskins if that happened, but I just feel like whoever, I don't know if that's a good situation because Tua still is going to need time to ramp up. You don't want to just throw him right in.
No, even
though he's healthy now and he's going to be throwing and everything. But
here's the thing though. So we kind of talked a lot about Haskins too, like early on in the year.
Sorry,
but
man, because he missed his kneel down. Still, I can't.
No, for sure. But like his last
he's out there too.
His last 3-4 games of the year actually looked pretty, like they looked pretty decent.
You could see he's a competitor.
Yeah, and you can see he was like progressing. Like he progressively got better when they started with him, and he got the full.
And after the coaching staff got out of there too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And on top of that too, I think Rivera will do better with him than what Gruden did.
Yeah, but Rivera didn't really commit to him as like a franchise quarterback.
No, he did not.
Yeah, so.
But it's open. It's open. But I'm saying like I think he worked really good too with the rookie receiver, who was also at Ohio State too. Man, what's his name?
McLaurin or whatever.
Yeah.
McLaurin or whatever.
McLaren. Yeah, him. So
but didn't he get traded?
Nah, they ain't traded him.
I thought he went somewhere else. Yeah, I thought so.
I don't know. We'll double check it. Put it on cleanups for next week. But I don't think so. He was their best receiver last year. He was nice. He was pretty nasty. Okay. So we'll see though. We'll see.
Yup. All right. Well, I don't know if you guys have anything else for NFL.
Not good.
Tom Brady watch is still in full effect.
Can we give him a quick talk about that? He's not going anywhere.
I don't think so either. Really.
Like quit doing it. His last pass as a Patriot won't be a pick six. He's not doing that. That was his last pass he did is a pick six.
True.
Bills. He's not doing that. He's gonna be a Patriot for life. He's not going anywhere.
I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right.
I'm not even worried about that, and they know it.
I hope he sticks
who
there
was
too.
Who was that called Tom Brady and was pleading for him to come to their team?
Ben Affleck?
Dana White.
Dana White. Yeah, I was saying go to the Raiders.
Go to Vegas. Yeah.
The Raiders?
Yeah.
Can you see him and
Gruden?
Black and silver?
Yeah, no, I'm saying him and Gruden. That would never work because Gruden has to talk crazy to you.
And
Brady's not doing that. You're not talking crazy to me.
Brady has been.
About it.
Yeah, but Bill Belichick's been talking crazy to Brady
but
for
not
20
like that.
years.
But not like that, though.
Bill Belichick ain't never gave him a pat on the back in 20 years. That's why he's going to leave.
No, that ain't happening.
He's ready for some affirmation.
They love each other, and they gonna. It's like
Tell me you love me.
He's like, please, Bill, just show some emotion.
He's not going there.
You don't take me out no more. You stop buying me pretty things.
Bill's like, yeah, that's exactly right, and I'll replace you too.
For real.
He's like, it ain't working no more. Oh man, but all right then. So yeah, football.
I don't know why y'all reenacted that so well. Like I have a couple of questions.
Myra had who hurt y'all?
Oh man,
Who hurt you?
Like I said before, when we talked about the Cowboys and other things, I'm numb to the pain at this point. I'm used to it. Oh man. All right, but let's get into some other sports too. Then we can move away from football. Nothing too crazy. MLB starts in a couple weeks, so we're definitely going to have Annie O.D. come on the show and talk with us. And I want you guys to make a World Series prediction, too, if you guys are down.
100%.
We'll just go ahead and, put our stuff out there because
baseball.
We'll have it because I think we'll put out the episode on Wednesday, and then I think the opening day is like that Thursday, the 26th. So
I think NHL playoffs start to April, right? Beginning of April?
Yeah, hockey playoffs are starting in at the beginning of April. I've actually been watching the Avalanche a lot lately. Between they were on NBC Sportsnet a lot, and then also on ESPN Plus now too. And I got all the I have to pay for all the crap. So I've been trying to watch them on there, and they're pretty good.
I just want to throw this out there. We should put like a friendly bet somewhere in there. Like if somebody gets the too early to call it champion, like they get something. Because when it came to NFL, I called Kansas City Chiefs way ahead of the season. So if I would have put my money in Vegas, I would have made something. So we need to do a friendly slacker wager.
Okay, yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I'm trying to do two. I'm trying to do like who I think will win and a bold prediction.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of want to pick like who you really think, because it's kind of boring because there's only really so many teams that can actually probably win it.
For sure.
But then I want to do like who I think is gonna win, and then who like a dark horse, like in a random world pick. So we'll do something like that for sure. And speaking of contests too, our first official contest is going live too. In the episode notes we'll put it, but our bracket has started. So on Sunday the NCAA brackets will be available. Yeah, so make sure ball and like 2 chains NCAA.
Yeah,
so
I appreciate you.
So make sure everybody sign up for that. We're gonna actually I'm gonna be working with somebody to do like a little bit of a logo design, and we're gonna have like a custom T-shirt for the winner, and it'll be personalized. So whoever wins, we'll put your name on there, get you your size and everything.
Yeah, picture my face on the back.
Oh no!
No, I'm playing.
Picture Strizzy looking all sad on the back.
For sure.
But no, we're gonna do something. We're gonna do a personalized T-shirt, and we just want to see how many participants we can get. We just want to do something kind of fun.
No, for sure. Tell your friends.
Yeah, and I think we'll do like maybe a gift card or some tickets to like we'll do some type of other thing, and also the bragging rights will be there too. So
for sure.
Yeah.
We'll do something for you for participating.
And this year should be kind of weird because there's no real favorites.
None.
So
I don't even think UNC getting in.
I know, it's pretty sad. They'll be at home for the tournament. Weird. And no fans. This is going to be like a whole weird thing. Yeah. That's part of the fun of the NCAA games is like you see the band and student section.
But y'all think it's going to really happen like throughout the whole March Madness?
I don't know,
it's
man.
It's not going to happen.
Unless they're acting like it. And I think, too, I think a lot of the other big part of it is just liability. They don't want to have a crowd and then somebody be like, "Oh, I got corona at your game," like, and you get sued. I think that's part of it too.
Can you get sued for that?
You get sued for everything, man.
You can't sue somebody for that.
You could
somebody
sue.
will.
I could see somebody's.
I
could see it.
Are we if we can sue people for getting the coronavirus? It's like the priest in D.C. The priest in D.C. had coronavirus. He had church on Sunday, gave everybody the communion. I mean, oh boy, like. What? So what are you going to do now? Sue the church? Like,
well,
what?
Separation of church and state might save you there. I don't know.
But what would happen if the people didn't know they had coronavirus? You know what I'm saying? Like, you still can get sued for that? Like, the people didn't even know?
I don't know, man. I think, I don't know if it would go through, but I could definitely see somebody saying, hey, there wasn't good enough ventilation in the arena. I was around all these people. The seats were so tight. They were breathing down my neck. And now I come home and I got corona. I missed work. Like, I could definitely see that. I think part of it, and I could be totally wrong, but I think part of it is the liability. They're like, we can't have it. Like, don't come to my crib.
You know what?
People will sue for anything and everything.
Trips to Vegas are like $79 round trip right now.
Oh, I know.
I'm trying to travel.
Let's go.
Yo, my homie hit me up about a trip, round trip to New York, $179. I was like, wow. And then like these cruise trips, the cruise ships are really cheap too. But I'm like, yeah, man, the Rio hit me up too. They were like, come on back, $29 a night. I was like, oh man,
dang,
might be time.
Rio's pretty nice.
It's not nice, but I love it.
Yeah, that reminds me. I'm going
to Rio is beautiful. I'm sorry, Caesars Entertainment.
Dang, that sponsorship is gone, boy.
I'm sorry, I forgot. No, but for real, I should get the sponsorship because I'm loyal. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like the location. It's not the nicest hotel. Obviously, I'm not on the strip. Shout out to Rio.
Plug slackers.
I love the Rio. You know what I'm saying? That's where you'll find me. So that's a real deal. That's a real deal thing.
Rio.
Here's what I say about Vegas hotels all the time. Anyway, how much time you spending in the room anyway?
Yo, but me for real, when I go to the Rio, it's like a home away from home, dog. I got the whole setup ready, dog. I'm telling you, dog. It's I don't know. So the Rio, yeah, it's not the nicest. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to do Vegas, go do whatever. But me, you'll find me at the Rio.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rio.
That reminds me. I'm gonna be in Vegas actually on the 27th that weekend, and we're staying at the Venetian. I'm gonna have to recheck those prices, see if they went down at all.
Yeah, book you a second room and then cancel the first one.
Exactly. Because the room we in is like
it might have gone down. No, I don't know, dude. That's crazy though.
Make sure you jump on
bachelor
a little
party.
gondola.
Don't do no
problems.
Hangover thing. Don't be on the roof.
And remember. If Kevin Hart taught us anything, he taught us what happens in Vegas does not always stay in Vegas.
Yo, for real. Actually, their new thing is like what happens in Vegas only happens in Vegas. That's their new thing because they know the social media got them on blast now. It doesn't stay there anymore, but they got a new marketing ploy. So, but yeah, no, Vegas. I really do like Vegas, and it's close to the crib, man.
Exactly.
Like it really doesn't take very long, and they keep improving the highways, so
easier to get there.
It's like the home away from home now. It's crazy. All right. Oh yeah. So, well, what else do we have to talk about? XFL. Is anybody still watching it?
Boo.
I think I think they've said that the ratings have gone down like each week and stuff like that. But I just hope that they make it to the championship. Please, just at least make it to the one season. That'll be cool.
Right.
But we'll see because the Alliance, they if you bet on the Alliance of football last year, that one, they basically paid out all bets as winners if you bet like on who was going to win it. So I'm wondering to see if that's what's going to happen here. We'll see.
Make something happen.
Oh wow. Okay. Breaking news in here. Jazz and Thunder game was postponed to a later date, and it says Rudy Gobert was ruled out of game with illness.
He got that corona.
So they're like, oh, if Rudy got it, everybody got to go home.
He got that corona. Look how he leaving. They was at the game, too.
Yeah, they were like really there. See, this is my thing. If you got corona, it's too late now. They got one dude with gloves on. I'm sorry, y'all. I know this is audio, so you guys can't see what we're talking about, but this is very interesting, though. It's popping up right now. So the players were sent back to the locker rooms prior to the tip-off. They were basically, everybody's there. Stands, the fans are all in the stands, and it looks like the refs are like, I heard Rudy Gobert cough, and said, let's go home.
Let me see if turn this up. Maybe I could get the audio of this.
Yeah. So, but
Rudy Gobert has corona?
Well, let's not start any rumors. They said he's out due to illness, so we'll see. I don't know, but if they're worried, maybe that illness.
We gotta say allegedly. Because
right.
If you say allegedly, they can't.
You can say anything, right? Did you go to TMZ school, Myra?
Absolutely. You just throw allegedly in there. We good, guys.
Right. Okay. We covered our bases. But yeah, we're pretty much done in here, though. I don't know. There's just some other little silly stuff. Like I was gonna ask you guys, do you guys ever watch the X Games anymore? Did you guys used to watch this?
I used to watch it a lot.
I used to be like Sal Masakela when I was a kid, man. I was all over it. But I just realized, like, I saw the wrap up thing. Oh, okay, let's hear what's going on in this thing.
Told all the players to go back to their locker rooms, and as the players left, they were waving at fans. So it was kind of apparent at that moment that the game might have been called. The Thunder PA announcer came on and said that they were waiting on confirmation from the league to start the game. I heard official Ben Taylor lean over and tell the PA guy that they were waiting from the league for a clearance to start the game, but he himself didn't know exactly what was going on. The belief, Scott, is that it is related to the illnesses of the players involved in this game, and the league could not confirm whether or not they could start the game because of that.
Royce, thank you so much.
Okay. So it looks like they basically had some type of a concern about it and wanted to confirm with the NBA if they should start the game, and they told them not to. Wow, very interesting. I think, again, like we were talking about a little bit, I mean, it is what it is. It is a concern, but I think it's starting to show like how we're just like our societies and our industries not prepared for something like this. They don't know what to do. I think that's the biggest thing. They're just like, what do we do? They're all there already.
I think social media has a lot to do with it too, because when they had the like other stuff, I don't think it was that like
right. It wasn't that big of a deal because it wasn't like. It is true. Our society is like very instant, like gratification. Like I need to know now. Like, you know, so we're not good with like, you know, things like this, I guess. Like, can you imagine? I mean, I know this is way off the wall, but can you imagine like the OJ trial? If the OJ trial happened now, would it have been a bigger deal or not a big deal? Because we see so much information. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because the OJ trial, people were watching every night. They were like, when I get home from work, I'm gonna watch the OJ trial.
But the thing why I think it might have been big because we never seen it before. If we had seen it before, something like that happened, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't think. But that was like he killed his wife. His OJ, he's a big name. He running
allegedly.
So it's like
shout out Myra. No, but I know, but it is interesting to me. I don't know, because it's like almost I feel like sometimes it wouldn't be a big of a deal because we churn through information so quickly. Right. We're like, okay, what's next though? We don't even care no more, you know? 2 weeks later we forgot about what's happening.
Where it's like trial.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
Something that was more recent that was, you know, pretty similar.
Right. Didn't really happen like that.
That's why I kind of
the Jody Ayers trial though.
For sure.
That's why I kind of appreciate like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like it's social media now, but they don't be on it so much. You get used to them. You know what I'm saying? So when
they're using it for promotion, not just to document.
But some people they stay on there. So you like when you see them like, oh, he's just young. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I kind of like the people that's not on there so much. You know?
Yeah.
That wow factor is gone.
Yep.
No, I agree. So. All right. So, well, we're gonna see how this COVID-19 continues to like impact the leagues for sure. and if more stuff gets canceled or not. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not gonna stop Slack. That's for sure.
That not.
We right up in here. You know,
I'll be in this mug full quarantine.
You gonna see me like the dudes from Monsters Inc. coming out, full yellow jackets, whatever we gotta do.
For real.
Oh man.
Live and direct. We'll post something every day. If we don't gotta go to work, every day we're gonna be on here.
Right, for sure. All right, so I think that's it. But for the final say, I did want to shout out a little bit. Sunday was International Women's Day. And no BSing, like for real. Like I know it sounds funny, but we love women, like for real. We do.
We love them now.
We really do. And we were raised by queens, that's for sure. So
if you think you look at it too, our first two guests were women.
Yeah, exactly. We really try to do what we can to support and appreciate that in general. So first off, I want to give a shout out to our very own Myra May. Definitely got to get some hand claps for her because she is, a woman in sports, and she's we want to represent for her.
We make it clap.
A member of the Slack family.
Yes, sir.
Shout out our sisters, our mothers too, for sure.
Straight up.
And then our contributors for sure. Miss V, she did the intro for us. Shout out Miss V. Aileen.
Hello, Aileen.
Got our school.
Hooking us up. We've had a lot of females that have impacted our show. Annie O.D., she started her podcast about the same time. She's about to come on our show. So
yep, and she's been rocking with us too.
Yeah. And also, I was going to talk about Serena Winters too, real quick. So Serena Winters is actually inspirational to me, real quick. Last Thursday, she actually did the color commentary for the 76ers game. And it wasn't necessarily related to International Women's Day. Their color commentator was out, so she just filled in, and she did great. She was like Marv Albert with the inflection in her voice and everything.
You said color?
Color commentary, yeah.
What is that?
Like, that's the so you got the play-by-play. That's who describes the whole thing, and then you got the color commentary. That's who, like, adds in the flavor.
Oh, I thought you was talking about color like
no. She's not colored, but no.
Dang.
Not like that. But you heard it like that, so you got like you got no, because you got you got the whoever does the play-by-play, you know what I'm saying, and then you got the extra people.
Never heard that, but I learned something today.
So Serena Winters. No. 2020 we have problems. No, I should have enunciated better. But no. So Serena Winters she did the color commentary. And she did a great job, but I do want to say she was inspirational. She is inspirational to me because she started with LakersNation.com, which is like just basically a fan site, but it's like the biggest Lakers fan site. And before she did that, she was like interning, and she was like valeting cars, and she was doing like tutoring basically. Yeah. And she reached out to them and asked she asked if she could reach out to them to try to get on the staff. She ended up getting on the staff. She did a lot of Kobe's best moments, his final game, his 60-point game. She did a lot of that, and then she moved on to now she's with the Sixers, and she's with the Real Deal Fox Sports Network, and she did the color commentary. So
that's crazy.
Shout out Serena Winters. Not a lot of people know her, but I'm hoping she'll be like the next like Doris Burke type or something. Like she'll keep going. So she's been a big inspiration to me. And so I wanted to mention her for the International Women's Day too. It just happened to kind of correlate that she got to do her first game. So really dope. So with that said,
dope.
Yeah.
Super dope.
So with that, we're going to keep trying to push and keep trying to make our moves too. You know what I'm saying? Keep trying to get a little bit better each time, and holler at y'all next week. But
we got some great things in store.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the contest too. I want to see if it's like 4 people that sign up or more. We're gonna have to start betting about how many people are actually gonna sign up.
We're gonna push it though. As soon as it pops up for you guys, either tonight or tomorrow morning, we're gonna be pushing it for sure.
Yeah. So, all right then. Well, I am A-Dub.
It's your boy Strizzy.
I always mess this part up. I don't know. If super producer, I guess.
It's your girl, Myra May. Come on, Marcus. Jump on the bandwagon.
I get better.
All right, then.
Peace out.
Peace. Marcus.
Yes.
We out.